Okay, so we should be live. There's a very good chance that no one is here yet because I just started streaming and I posted the announcement like a minute before I went live. So, um, yeah. Um, well, let's start up a random match here. Let's see here. I haven't used any of the new Tragos Thez cards, so let's go down and use some of those. Let's do Farmer Martin Burns and Stanislav Sabisco. Just cause. Let's give this a start. And here we go in the blue corner. Weighing in at 165 pounds and standing 5 feet 7 inches tall. From Springfield Township, Iowa, he's Farmer Martin Burns. And in the red corner, weighing in at 255 pounds and standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, from Judblowa, Poland. I have no idea how to say that. He is Stanislaus Zabisco. So Zabisco and Burns gonna lock up in the center of the ring, and it's Farmer Martin Burns who gets the better of a lockup, and he starts us off with a big waistlock takedown on Stanislaus. It's gonna be a choice F, which is going to be, he's going to use the agility because the power is outrageously high for Stanislaus. So that's going to work on a 7 or less for a level 2 move, and it does not work. So Stanislaus Sabisco counters that waistlock takedown and applies a neck crank, and that is going to work. Stanislaus definitely has the power on Farmer Martin Burns. Burns is hurt here as Stanislaus backs him into the ropes. And the referee steps in as neither man can get the advantage, breaks him up, and they meet in the center of the ring and lock up. And Martin Burns wins the lockup. Farmer Burns with a half Nelson and slam on Stanislaus Zabisco. And Stanislaus is hurt. And Burns backs him into the turnbuckle. And he takes him out with a big hip toss out of the turnbuckle there, and then applies a 3/4 Nelson. Stanislaus Zabisco able to slip the Nelson here, and goes for a flying mare. This is a power move, so that is going to work. And Burns is down after that flying mare, and Stanislaus goes for the cover. The target is 3, and the roll is a 3, so a very quick match. Stanislaus Zabisco has defeated Farmer Martin Burns with a flying mare. That was anticlimactic. Wasn't expecting it to end quite so quickly. Let's use some of the Legends Prime. I haven't used very... I think I did a brief match with Mark Fleming against Danny Spivey, I think. So let's do Fleming, and we'll put him in there with Lord Zoltan this time. In the blue corner, weighing at 255 pounds and standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, from Norfolk, Virginia, Mark Fleming. And his opponent in the red corner, weighing in at 222 pounds and standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, from Bourbon Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, this is Lord Zoltan. And Zoltan and Fleming lock up in the center of the ring, and Fleming gets the better of the lockup. And with a big headlock takeover, he puts Zoltan on the mat. Zoltan's hurt here. Fleming locks in a Boston Crab. This is a choice E maneuver. He's a 0-0, so he's going to use the level 3 move, and it's going to work on 8 or lower. So And with a roll of 6, that Boston Crab is successful at level 3. And Lord Zoltan is hurt. Mark Fleming moves off of the crab and applies a knee bar. But Zoltan just able to quickly pull his leg out and stop Fleming from barring up that knee. Lord Zoltan with a running knee to the midsection on Mark Fleming. Fleming's hurt here as Zoltan takes control. Top rope neck snap on Mark Fleming. Fleming's down as Zoltan. Falling chop. And he's going for the cover after that chop. The target is 4, the roll is a 9, so Fleming kicks out. Zoltan continues his attack with a big running knee drop. That is a down 3 on Fleming. That knee drop hits solidly. And now Lord Zoltan could go up to the top. He's headed to the top rope here, High Rent District. And Zoltan comes flying off with a big clothesline. Lord Zoltan solidly in control of this match. Another big falling chop on Mark Fleming. Fleming's hurt there as Zoltan reaches down his trunks and grabs a foreign object, and he blasts Mark Fleming with it. Fleming is down. Let's see if he's bleeding. We're going to roll 1 die even. That object drew blood. Odd, it did not. And he rolls a 3, so Fleming not bleeding from that foreign object shot, but definitely in trouble here as Lord Zoltan applies the triangle death grip. This is a level 0 finisher, so the target is going to be 6. And the roll is a 6. So once again, a quick match. And Lord Zoltan has defeated Mark Fleming in our second random matchup. Not too bad, really. But it can't get a match to go for very long these days, huh? Or at least not today. Let's see here. We've got Handsome Jimmy Valiant. And who's Handsome Jimmy gonna face? Let's go. Who's in here? None of those guys. None of those guys either. Let's see. Who would be a good opponent for Handsome Jimmy Valiant? Let's do Exotic Adrian Street. Why not? Handsome Jimmy versus Adrian Street. Let's get Miss Linda out here. Let's see. Miss Linda, there she is. She's a manager. Let's stick her in the corner of Adrian Street. Everything is good there, so here we go. In the blue corner, weighing in at 239 pounds and standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, he is hailing from New York City, New York, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. And in the red corner, accompanied by Miss Linda, weighing in at 221 pounds and standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, from the Royal Forest of Dean, England, this is Exotic Adrian Street. And the two lock up in the center of the ring. And Adrian Street gets the better of the lockup, picks Valiant up, fireman's carry, throat drop. That is a power move, and Street does not have the power, so he tries to pick up Jimmy Valiant, but Valiant able to slip out. Valiant on the attack now with a big eye rake. Adrian Street is hurt here, and Valiant locks on that sleeper, and he's able to get away. but Valiant spins him around and rakes the eyes again. And then blasts him with some roundhouse punches. And Adrian Street is dazed here, as Valiant applies a front face lock and choke on Adrian Street. And Street able to slip his head out there and take control of the match. An arm bar and a hair pull on Jimmy Valiant. There's plenty of hair to pull, so. And that's going to hurt Jimmy Valiant as Street and Valiant get back to their feet. And European uppercut by Adrian Street. And that's going to hurt Jimmy Valiant. And now Adrian Street grabs Valiant in a front face lock, spins him around. It's a neck breaker. And that's going to hurt Jimmy Valiant as Street face ripper on Jimmy Valiant. And Jimmy Valiant is hurt here. Adrian Street with a big running splash on Jimmy Valiant. Valiant able to throw him off very quickly, but Valiant is hurt. And Street goes back to the dirty tactics with another big face ripper. And Valiant's hurt here. And Street waits for him to get up, stalking him, and then blasts him with another European uppercut. And Valiant's hurt. Now Adrian Street with another neck breaker, and he puts Valiant down and goes for the cover here. The target is going to be 3 and the roll is a 6, so Jimmy Valiant able to kick out, but Adrian Street in control here. And Adrian Street now, big vertical suplex. This is a choice H maneuver. And this is going to work on 7 or lower, plus or minus the agility, which is 0. So we're going to try for that. And that works. So Adrian Street with a big vertical suplex on Handsome Jimmy. And Handsome Jimmy's down as Adrian Street goes for another pin. Adrian Street pinning Jimmy Valiant. The target is 4. The roll is a 6. So Jimmy Valiant once again able to kick out. And Adrian Street on the attack. And Street with another big vertical suplex, so 7 or less. And he doesn't get it this time. This time, Jimmy Valiant blocks the vertical suplex and rakes the eyes of Adrian Street. And here we go. Adrian Street is dazed by that eye rake. Valiant grabs a wrist lock, but Adrian Street able to turn it around into a wrist lock of his own. And put Valiant down, and then Adrian Street splashes him with that running splash. And Jimmy Valiant's down. He's close to the ropes, though. He's going to roll out of the ring. And Adrian Street grabs him by the hair, pulls him up onto the apron, and drops him neck first across the top rope. The referee is kind of upset, going to call for a DQ possibly. He is not disqualified, as Jimmy Valiant bounces off that top rope and back down to the floor. Adrian Street gets back out, throws him back into the ring, and begins, or continues his attack, mind you. London Bridge leg lock from Adrian Street here. Jimmy Valiant's hurt. And another big neck breaker from Adrian Street. Follows up that neck breaker as Valiant gets back to his feet with a European uppercut. And Jimmy Valiant finally catches that European uppercut and takes control, backing Street into the ropes. And neither man can get the advantage, so the referee steps in, breaks it up. And Adrian Street takes control on the lockup. Street drop toe hold, plants Valiant on the mat, and then he hits a big running splash on Jimmy Valiant and goes for the cover. Target is 5. Roll is an 8. So once again, Jimmy Valiant kicks out of that running splash. And Adrian Street is left to find another way to put Valiant away. And the daffodil here. And that's going to hurt Jimmy Valiant. As Street continues the attack, backing him into the turnbuckle. And Street unloads on Jimmy Valiant. with some shots to the midsection there. And then he reapplies that daffodil. Jimmy Valiant is hurt. And Street blasts him with another neck breaker. And as Valiant gets back to his feet, Adrian Street is quick to back him into the turnbuckle. And then he backs him in and then comes charging in with a big running knee to the midsection. And that is going to put Jimmy Valiant on the mat. Valiant's hurt here as Street continues his attack with a big neck breaker, really working that neck. And Valiant is hurt. And Adrian Street hits that running splash after the neck breaker. Valiant able to throw him off quickly before Street can get both shoulders to the mat, so no pin there. Street stands back up as Valiant's on the mat and delivers a face ripper on Jimmy Valiant. Valiant's hurt here. And Street with another big face ripper. And a third straight face ripper by Adrian Street on Jimmy Valiant. And now we've got a big elbow drop. This is a level 3 or choice E maneuver. So it's going to be a level 3 move on 8 or less. And he doesn't get it. Jimmy Valiant able to roll out of the way. Handsome Jimmy Valiant takes over with some roundhouse punches on Adrian Street as he gets up after missing that elbow drop. Street's hurt after those punches, and Valiant unloads with more punches. And then applies a nerve hold on Adrian Street. Adrian Street is in trouble here. Street's hurt as Valiant releases the nerve hold and rakes the eyes of Adrian Street. And after Street stumbles around, blinded by the eye rake, Valiant blasts him with some more punches, some more roundhouse punches. Adrian Street is hurt again. Big boot to the midsection by Jimmy Valiant. And Valiant can't quite keep Street in the ring as he's down near the ropes. He just rolls out. And now Jimmy Valiant comes out and chucks Street into the turnbuckle post, into the ring post there. And that could be a DQ. And that's going to do it. Jimmy Valiant is disqualified for posting the exotic Adrian Street in our third match of the evening. We'll do 2 more random matches here, and then I will announce the bootleg cards for my upcoming Bootlegs of Wrestling 2023. It's the fall 2023 set. So I'll be announcing a card from that. And then we'll roll card 6.11 in the National Wrestling Commission universe. Let's see, what can we do here? Let's do some PDF Prime cards, huh? Let's see here. PDF Prime. We'll go with nobody from there. Some other Poppy Jaegers. Poppy Jaggers. Let's see. We're going to go with Pat O'Connor. Pat O'Connor is going to be in there with Bearcat Wright. Why not? There we go. Pat O'Connor, Bearcat Wright. And in the blue corner, weighing 230 pounds, standing 6 feet tall, From Wanganui, New Zealand, this is Pat O'Connor. And his opponent in the red corner, weighing in at 275 pounds, standing 6 feet 6 inches tall. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is Bearcat Wright. And Wright and O'Connor lock up, and Bearcat Wright easily wins that lockup. And he tosses O'Connor into the turnbuckle. Not a choice move. And O'Connor able to counter that, spinning that around and kneeing right in the gut as he takes control with a rolling reverse cradle right off the bat. This is a level 1 finisher, so target is going to be 3, and the roll is a 3. So just like that, Pat O'Connor has beaten Bearcat Wright in a matter of seconds. It took me longer to figure out who to put in the match than it did to have the match itself. So let's go with some cards from my last bootleg set. Let's do the Golden Grams here. And let's put them in against... Let's see, who can we put them in against? What's a good tag team to stick them against? The Golden Grams versus... Let's see, who's in here? Let's see. Let's go to 19. And we're going to do the Golden Grams versus the Conways. Why not? Could be an interesting one. And here we go. In the blue corner, a total combined weight of 465 pounds. Eddie and Jerry Graham, the Golden Grams. And their opponents in the red corner, at a total combined weight of 458 pounds. Tiger Conway Jr. and Tiger Conway Sr., the Conways. And let's roll to see who's going to be starting out here. And it is going to be Jerry Graham and Tiger Conway Jr. So let's get those out of there now. And now we will roll for initiative. And Jerry Graham takes control of the match on the initiative, sending Tiger Conway Jr. into the buckle. But Conway Jr. comes charging out with a big forearm shot, catching Dr. Jerry Graham. Tiger Conway Jr. blasts him with a big headbutt. Jerry Graham is dazed by that headbutt, and Conway scoops him up. Big back body drop on Jerry Graham. Jerry Graham's hurt. He's going to try to make that tag. Can't do so. So Tiger Conway Jr. still in control. Going to lock him in that abdominal stretch. This is a choice A, so it's going to be into the ropes, which is a B, or 5 or less for a level 2 move. So we're going to go with the into the ropes. And Tiger Conway Jr. launches Jerry Graham into the ropes and puts him down with a big back elbow. And Jerry Graham in trouble now as Tiger Conway Jr. catches him with a big flying head scissors as he gets back from the mat. And Jerry Graham is hurt. Tiger Conway Jr. tags his father, Tiger Conway Sr., who's going to come in on level 2 and push him back into the ropes. And once again, Conway's going to keep control here. Conway Sr. with a big fireman's carry off the ropes, and he is in control. And Tiger Conway Sr. waits for Dr. Jerry to get up and then hits a series of arm drags on Dr. Jerry Graham. Jerry Graham is in trouble here. He's going to try to make a tag to Eddie Graham, and he's able to do so. So Eddie Graham comes in and levels Tiger Conway Sr. and sends him back into the turnbuckle. And Eddie Graham gives him a big boot right to the midsection here as Conway Sr. leans into the turnbuckle. And Graham in control now with a big kidney blow on Tiger Conway Sr. But Conway Sr. able to get out of the way of that kidney shot. And with a pumping arm wringer has control of the match. And Eddie Graham is hurt as he applies the pressure on that arm. And he drops him to the mat with some arm drags out of that arm wringer. And Eddie Graham is dazed here as he gets back to his feet. And Conway Sr. with a high hip toss. This is a choice B maneuver. So this is going to be into the turnbuckle, which is going to be a B. Or a level 2 move that's going to work on 6 or less. So we're going to go for the turnbuckle. And Conway Sr. throws him into the turnbuckle. And Eddie Graham hits hard, and Sr. comes rushing in with a big drop kick, putting Graham on the mat. Eddie Graham is hurt there. And Tiger Conway Sr. locks in an abdominal stretch as he gets back to his feet. And Eddie Graham is hurt. Conway Sr. jumping leg splits on Eddie Graham. Graham's hurt. He's going to try to make the tag to Dr. Jerry. No, that was the wrong button. And he was successful. So Dr. Jerry Graham comes in, grabs the hair of Tiger Conway Sr. and pulls him to the mat. And Conway Sr. hits the mat hard. Dr. Jerry Graham grabs up Tiger Conway Sr., drags him over to his corner, and they choke him on the ropes. And Tiger Conway Sr. able to elbow his way out, and he lays a punch into Eddie Graham for good measure, and he escapes the corner there. And now Jerry Graham comes out to meet him, and Conway Sr. applies a hammerlock. This is a power maneuver, and he does not have the power, so Dr. Jerry Graham able to power out of that hammerlock, grabs him up again, brings him back to the corner, and starts choking him on the ropes again. And that's going to leave Tiger Conway Sr. in a bad way. Conway Sr. is down. And Dr. Jerry Graham slides out of the ring, grabs one of the wooden chairs at ringside, brings it into the ring, and blasts Tiger Conway Sr. with it. He's going to get a point of fatigue, but this is a disqualification maneuver, so got to roll for DQ here. Target is 6, roll is a 7, so Jerry Graham gets away with blasting Conway Sr. with that wooden chair. The referee takes the chair, throws it out of the ringside, is yelling at Dr. Jerry Graham. Conway Sr. rolls on. He's down. That chair really connected solidly. And here we go. Atomic knee drop from Dr. Jerry Graham. And that's going to be a choice G maneuver. And let's see here. Choice G. Power rating is +1, so that's going to be 8 or less for a level 3 atomic knee drop. And with a roll of 9, he just can't get it. Tiger Conway Sr. able to roll out of the way and take control of the match. Conway Sr. scoops up Dr. Jerry Graham and plants him with a full body slam here. Graham is hurt. Conway Sr. makes the tag to Conway Jr. Tiger Conway Jr. coming in. And he's got an arm drag on Dr. Jerry Graham. And Jerry Graham, able to roll through with the arm drag, comes back to his feet quickly and plants a boot in the gut of Tiger Conway Sr. Jerry Graham then grabs Conway Sr. and brings him over to his corner. And both him and Eddie Graham begin to choke Conway Sr. or Conway Jr. on the ropes. And Tiger Conway Jr.'s hurt here. Dr. Jerry Graham snaps him off the ropes and then plants him in the corner where both him and Eddie Graham just double team him. And after the double team, Jerry tags Eddie Graham, so Eddie Graham is in, and Tiger Conway Jr. is in trouble here. He's down. He's going to roll out of the ring here. And Eddie Graham follows him out. Going to whip him into the ring post here. Rolling DQ. And he is disqualified. So once again, the match ends in DQ as the Grahams lose to the Conways by disqualification. But they just continue to beat down the Conways there. Really showing them that even though they won, they are definitely not the superior team. All right, so that is going to do it for the random match portion of the stream. And then there will be, I'm going to announce the Bootlegs of Wrestling's Fall 2023 card now. So this guy is a tag partner of one of the Promoter Prime cards that we got a little while back. So let's go ahead and announce Don Fargo. We've got the Don Fargo in the blue trunks here. Let me bring him up in the other menu because he'll be easier to see. I can make him bigger if I bring him up over here. So Fargo. So we've got Don Fargo in the blue trunks to match Jackie Fargo in the blue trunks. And then we have this is a tag-centered Don Fargo. Like if we look at his stats here, he's got some tag moves, and he's got a tag mechanic. Like if you're using this card in your Fed and he's in a singles match, he's more likely to get disqualified as no one is distracting the referee when he's using things like his blatant choke or his corner stomp and choke. But that's his tag-oriented card. It's got more tags on the, on the defensive side as well. And then as a bonus card, which will not be part of like the physical set, I will send it to you. If you buy the physical set, I'll send it to you in a PDF. But this is the singles Don Fargo. It is technically the Fall 2023 LE card. But yeah, it will be part of the PDF sets, and it will be provided as a PDF to people who buy the physical set. But you can see this card does not have the tag mechanic on it, and he's got less tags overall. It is more for his solo run in like Gulf Coast and a little bit in Memphis. So that is the announcement that I'm going to make. So Don Fargo coming to Legends of Wrestling via Bootlegs of Wrestling Fall 2023. All right, with that, we are going to head in and do our National Wrestling Commission card 6.11. We're going to load an event here. Card 6.11. We've got 5 matches on the card. Let's go to use so we can talk about what we've got coming up. We are going to see the debut of Fred Beal as he takes on Henry Erslinger. Then we've got the Great Gama versus Matsuda Sorikichi in an All Asia match. No title on the line there. We don't have an All Asia title, but if we did, that could be a title match. Then in light heavyweight action, we've got Billy Varga versus Wild Red Berry. In the semi-main event, we've got Buddy Rogers stepping in with Jack Zarna, the Pride of Youngstown. And then in our main event, we've got Mildred Burke putting her NBBW World's Women's Championship on the line against June Byers. So that should be an interesting main event. Can Byers take the title off of Mildred Burke, or will Burke rack up another defense? Let's head to ringside here as Fred Beal is ready to meet up with Henry Erslinger. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 167 pounds and standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, from Marshfield, Wisconsin, this is Fred Beal. And in the red corner, weighing in at 158 pounds and standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, from Vienna, Austria, Henry Erslinger. And the two meet up in the center of the ring here. And Beal can't get it done. Erslinger takes the lockup and is in control. Erslinger quickly backs Beal into the ropes. And Fred Beal is hip tossed off the ropes and into the center of the ring. Henry Erslinger follows in, scoops him up, and attempts a big airplane spin. This is a choice D maneuver, so this is going to be a level 3 move on 6 or less, or a level 2 move on 6 or less. So, of course, we're going to go for the level 3 move. He needs 6 or less, and he doesn't get it. So Fred Beal able to scoot out the back and take control of the match, backing Henry Erslinger into the turnbuckle and catching him with some solid forearm shots. And now Fred Beal with a waistlock and back fall. This is a power maneuver, and he definitely has the power, so that is going to work. Oop, that was the wrong thing. Erslinger rolling on defense, not offense. And Erslinger able to counter that waistlock and back fall. And Erslinger in control now. Some boxing jabs on Fred Beal. Beal is caught by the jabs, and he is hurt. The jabs connect solidly. Erslinger tries to grab a standing headlock on Beal, but can't get the job done. Beal is just too strong, able to easily pry the hands open and pull his head out. And now Beal in control. He's going to attempt another waistlock and backfall on Henry Erslinger. And that one drops Erslinger to the mat. Erslinger's hurt here. And Beal with a cross-body lock on Henry Erslinger. Erslinger's hurt here. And he continues to apply the pressure with that cross-body lock. And now Erslinger's down. Beal grabs him up and throws him to the mat with a big hip throw. This is an add 1 maneuver, so Erslinger's hurt here as Beal is in control, backing Erslinger into the turnbuckle. And he hip tosses him out of the corner. And then he hip throws him back down to the mat after that. And that's another add 1. So here we go, add 1. And he's rolling on level 3. Erslinger's down. He's not going to leave the ring. But Beal is going to toss him from the ring. So, and Erslinger rolling his count out. Target is 6. Roll is a 3. So just like that, Erslinger's counted out of the ring. And Fred Beal has won the match. We are going to record that one. Beal beat Erslinger via count out. We're going to give that half a star. It wasn't quite a dud. Wasn't quite a squash. But still not a great match. Beal has 0. And Erslinger has 2. I guess technically Erslinger has 3. He would have got another one after the count-out roll. So there we go. Our first match is in the books. And we move on to the Great Gama against Matsuda Sorikichi. India versus Japan. In the blue corner, weighing in at 240 pounds and standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, from Amritsar, Punjab, India, Great Gama. And his opponent in the red corner, weighing in at 175 pounds, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, from Tokyo, Japan, He is Matsuda Sorakichi. And the two men lock up in the center of the ring. And the Great Gama is able to control the match on the initial lockup. And Gama with a big fireman's carry. This is an agility move. He does not have the agility. Sorakichi is the quicker man. So Sorakichi able to get out of the way and blast Gama with a palm thrust as Gama comes in for that fireman's carry. Gama able to absorb that palm thrust and just continues attacking with a palm strike of his own. And Sorakichi able to absorb that palm strike and continue attacking as well, grabbing a waist lock and pressing Gama to the mat. And Gama able to maintain his balance and push Sorakichi off with ease. And he strikes again with that big palm strike. And this time it connects on the jaw of Matsuda Sorakichi. Sorakichi's hurt. And Great Gama backs him into the ropes. And neither man can get the initiative off or can get the advantage on the ropes. And so the referee breaks him up and moves him to the center of the ring where they lock up again. And Sorakichi gets the better on the lockup and throws another palm thrust, striking Gama on the side of the face. And that one is going to hurt Gama. And Sorakichi grabs a half Nelson. Well, Gama's still struggling with that palm thrust. And Gama is being forced to the mat with that half Nelson, and both shoulders are down. Target is 1, so he can't be pinned, but will roll anyway. He kicks out, but eats a point of fatigue from that half Nelson pin attempt. And Sorakichi in control here. Sorakichi with a big hip roll on the Great Gama. Gama's down. Gama's not going to roll out of the ring. That's not the kind of competitor Gama is. Sorakichi not going to throw him out of the ring. That's not the kind of competitor that Sorakichi is. And Sorakichi once again throws that palm thrust on the Great Gama. And that once again connects on the jaw of Great Gama. Gama's hurt from that palm thrust. Sorakichi moves in and applies a hammerlock. Gama's still hurt here as Sorakichi wrenching that hammerlock, backing him into the ropes. And Gama can't do anything about it. He's still got that hammerlock applied. And they're going into the turnbuckle this time. No, they're not. He's got an 8 turnbuckle rating, so he's going to roll up. So from the hammerlock, he grabs a single leg and attempts a takedown. This is a choice C maneuver. So it's going to work on 6 plus or minus agility, which is -1. So that's going to be 5 or less, or 3 or less for the power. So we're going to go for the agility. So that's going to be a level 3 move on 5 or less. And he gets it. Matsuda Sorakichi with that single leg. That is a big single leg. And Gama's hurt as Sorakichi backs him into the turnbuckle. Nope. Going to roll up. And Sorakichi grabs a tie-up and dodge on the Great Gama. Gama's hurt here by that tie-up and dodge. And Sorakichi using the momentum of Gama as he flies through that tie-up and blasts him with a palm strike. Gama absorbs it and attacks, grabbing a rolling front chancery on Matsuda Sorakichi. Gonna work on 6 or less here. Oop, not a death jump. 6 or less. And with a roll of 11, he is not successful. So Matsuda Sorakichi continues his attack with another big palm thrust. And that's going to daze the Great Gama. And Gama with a... Sorakichi grabs a body block on Great Gama. This is a power maneuver, and he does not have the power. So Great Gama taking control here with a big double leg takedown on Matsuda Sorakichi. Sorakichi able to block the takedown and grab a double wrist grapple on the Great Gama. Gama's dazed by the grapple as Sorakichi has both wrists. And Sorakichi moves into a waist lock and body presses him to the mat. And Gama's hurt. Nope. Can't get his shoulders down, but Sorikichi in control here. And Sorikichi with a neck roll lock. This is not an add one. That's a part of his special ability. It is a bold add one, so that does not apply here. So he's going to go for that neck roll lock. This is a choice, or not a choice. This is a level 3 maneuver. And Gama's hurt as he applies the pressure on that neck roll. Sorikichi grabbing that half Nelson again, forcing Gama to the mat, but Gama able to fight back. And both men are back to their feet, but Sorikichi still got that half Nelson applied. Sorikichi goes for a palm thrust with that Nelson applied. And Gama catches the palm and is in control now. Arm bar and leg trip by the great Gama. And Sorikichi's dazed by that leg trip. And Gama, still holding the arm, pulls him back up and leg trips him a second time, showing that he is solidly in control. Sorikichi is dazed. And now great Gama with a big flying mare. That is not going to work. Sorikichi able to counter that flying mare, grabs a half Nelson, and forces Gama to the mat. This is a pinning predicament. The target is 2, the roll is at 10. So great Gama able to kick out, but Sorikichi in control here. And Sorikichi waits for Gama to stand up, and then he rushes in and hits that Billy Goat Rush. And this is a level 0 finisher, so Gama rolling for pin again. This is a target of 3, and the roll is a 7. So Gama takes another point of fatigue. And Sorikichi waits for him to get back up. And Gama gets back up to his feet, dazed, and gets nailed again by another Billy Goat Rush by Matsuda Sorikichi. And here we go. This is a level 4 pin here. And the target is 4. The roll is a 6. So Gama eats another point of fatigue, but is able to kick out of that Billy Goat Rush. And Matsuda Sorikichi with a big short headbutt on the great Gama. Gama's dazed by that headbutt. And Sorikichi grabs a double wrist grapple. Gama able to counter that double wrist grapple and back Sorikichi into the turnbuckle. And Sorikichi not able to do much with it as Gama forces him back into the turnbuckle and then drives some shoulders into the midsection as he is against the turnbuckle here. So Sorikichi in trouble. Gama grabs him with a half Nelson and then slams him to the mat. This is going to be a level 3 move on 5 or less. On a roll of 7, he can't do it. So Sorikichi able to slip that half Nelson before he got a chance to slam him. And Sorikichi grabs a neck roll lock. And this is a level 3 move. Gama down in the middle of the ring here. Target is 5 as he applies pressure on that neck roll lock. And target is 5 and the roll is a 5. So just like that, Matsuda Sorikichi able to pick up a win over the great Gama in what I would consider an upset. So that was Sorikichi beating Gama with a neck lock. That would have been 5, so that's a 2.5 star match here. And Gama has 5. Sorikichi has 0. So Sorikichi really did a number on the great Gama there, taking that match in an upset. We go on to our next match, Billy Varga versus Wild Red Berry. These two have met each other before in the National Wrestling Commission and are just set to do battle again. In the blue corner, weighing in at 208 pounds and standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, from Los Angeles, California, he is Billy Varga. And the Count Billy Varga. And in the red corner, weighing in at 206 pounds, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, from Pittsburgh, Kansas, Wild Red Berry. And Count Billy Varga and Wild Red Berry lock up in the center. And Wild Red Berry takes it on the lockup here. And Wild Red Berry offering a handshake as the two break the lockup. And Billy Varga unwisely takes the handshake and is ambushed, or so we thought. He catches the kick of Wild Red Berry and is on the attack now, spinning him around and snap-maring Red Berry to the mat. Red Berry rolls through though, pops right back up, and grabs an arm scissors on Billy Varga. He applies pressure on that reverse arm scissors as Varga's in the center of the ring with nowhere to go. Target is 3, roll is a 6. Varga able to kick out of those arm scissors. But Red Berry in control now. Berry grabs him by the legs and starts swinging him around with a big giant swing. This is going to be a level 3 giant swing, going to work on 7 or less. And with a roll of 7, Wild Red Berry is successful. Billy Varga swung around and around, and Berry lets him go, and Varga crashes to the mat. Varga's hurt here as Red Berry blasts him with a headbutt. Billy Varga able to step out of the way of that headbutt and apply a side headlock as Wild Red Berry throws his head in. Berry's dazed by that headlock, and Varga continues to apply the pressure. Now Wild Red Berry blasted with a punch by Billy Varga. This is a power maneuver, and he's got the power, so that is going to work. And that punch from the side headlock put Wild Red Berry down. Billy Varga goes for a short arm scissors on Wild Red Berry. Berry's hurt here. Billy Varga in control, scoops him up and slams him to the mat. Wild Red Berry's hurt here as Varga applies a half crab. Wild Red Berry able to get to the ropes, but Varga grabs a headlock on Wild Red Berry as they stand up and then spins out to a single leg takedown. A very athletic maneuver, and Red Berry is hurt as he is sent to the mat. And Varga grabs a headlock again and goes for another spinning single leg takedown, this time spinning to the other side. And this one puts Red Berry to the mat again. Red Berry having trouble standing back up. Billy Varga in control here. Varga with a big head scissors. Wild Red Berry counters that. And Berry with a banana split. They are tied in agility, so that is going to work. And Varga is going to be pinned after that banana split by Red Berry. Berry goes for the cover here. Target is 4, roll is a 6, so Billy Varga able to kick out. Wild Red Berry locks Varga in that Gilligan twist. And he's putting his shoulders to the mat in the move. And this is a +1 finisher, so target is going to be 6. Roll is a 4. So Wild Red Berry has pinned Billy Varga in the Gilligan twist. And we are going to record the outcome of that. That's Red Berry beating Billy Varga. Yeah. Gilligan twist. That is going to be a 1.5 star match. Varga has 3 fatigue. And not Berry, it's Berry. Has 0 fatigue. So there we go. On to our semi-main event, which is Buddy Rogers versus Jack Zarna. And we're going to run this match up here. And Buddy Rogers in the blue corner, weighing in at 227 pounds, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall. He hails from Camden, New Jersey. He is the Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers. And in the red corner, weighing in at 186 pounds, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, from Youngstown, Ohio, the pride of Youngstown, Jack Zarna. And the referee signals for the bell, and the two men lock up in the center of the ring. Zarna comes out on all cylinders here and is able to get the better of Rogers in the lockup. And Zarna with an arm drag and a leg lock. And that's going to hurt Buddy Rogers as Zarna waits for him to get back up and then grabs a quick abdominal stretch on Buddy Rogers. Rogers able to hip toss him out of that and attack him with a big forearm uppercut. This is a power maneuver, and Rogers does have the power, so that is going to work. And Zarna is hurt by that forearm uppercut as Rogers comes running in with a jumping knee smash on Jack Zarna. Zarna's down, and Rogers applies a chokehold. This is the choice H maneuver, so it's going to work on level 3 move on 6 or less or into the ropes. Zarna's got a B rope, so that's what we're going to do. But Zarna able to drop toe hold as Buddy Rogers tries to push him back into the ropes. Zarna, quick thinking there, and Zarna's in control now. Zarna grabs a double wrist lock. It's a choice A maneuver. So this is going to be into the ropes. Or, let's see, into the ropes or power rating. So that is 6 or less as well. He's going to try for the 6 or less because Buddy Rogers has an A ropes rating. He doesn't get it, so Rogers able to counter that double wrist lock, and he's going to back Zarna into the ropes again. And Jack Zarna can't get anything done as Buddy Rogers lifts a knee and catches him in the gut. Buddy Rogers into the ropes with Zarna again, and this time the referee steps in to break him up. And Buddy Rogers in control here. Buddy Rogers throws some drop kicks out of the lockup, and those drop kicks connect solidly. Zarna goes flying down to the mat here. Buddy Rogers grabs a chokehold again. This time he's going to go for that level 3 move, 6 or less, and he gets it. Jack Zarna's down. Buddy Rogers drops an elbow. Zarna's hurt here. Buddy Rogers throws more drop kicks. And this time he goes for the cover as Zarna's down. Zarna got a roll of 3 or got a roll of 4 or higher here to kick out. And with a roll of 7, he is successful. Buddy Rogers continues his attack, though. Big atomic drop, hurting Jack Zarna. Buddy Rogers throws more drop kicks at Zarna. Zarna's down again. Buddy Rogers applies the figure 4 grapevine. This is a +4 finisher. So the target is going to be 8. And the roll is a 6. So Jack Zarna submits in the center of the ring to Buddy Rogers' figure 4 grapevine. And there's the figure 4 of grapevine. Zarna technically would have another fatigue, so that is a 1-star match. And Rogers has no fatigue. And Zarna has 2 fatigue. And here we are. We are on to our main event of the evening. Our champion, Mildred Burke, defends her NBBW World's Women's Championship against June Byers. Byers is undefeated so far, but she's not had that many matches. She's getting a title shot pretty much based on the fact that Mildred Burke has ran through every other female wrestler in the National Wrestling Commission or licensed by the National Commission. So it's basically June Byers or no one. And the two are standing in the ring. Let's go down to our ring announcer. In the blue corner, weighing in at 138 pounds, standing 5 feet 2 inches tall, from Coffeyville, Kansas, the NBBW World Women's Champion, Mildred Burke. And her opponent, the challenger in the red corner, weighing in at 150 pounds and standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, from Houston, Texas. She is June Byers. And the referee signals for the bell as the two ladies lock up in the center of the ring. And Mildred Burke gets the better of the lockup. Burke quick to lock on a body scissors. It's a power maneuver, and she has the power. So that is going to be successful. June Byers is hurt by the body scissors. Burke transfers out of the body scissors and into a hammerlock. And June Byers is dazed here. Mildred Burke reapplies the body scissors, just kind of showing that she can go back and forth from one move to another at will. June Byers is hurt, and Mildred Burke breaks the body scissors, waits for Byers to stand up, grabs the arm, and applies an arm wringer. Why am I doing that? I don't know. It is Byers who needs to be rolling on level 2, and Byers counters that arm wringer with an arm wringer of her own. And she connects with a straight right hand, still holding the arm of Mildred Burke. This is a choice E maneuver. Level 3 going to work on rolls of 6 or less, and that's successful. So that right hand caught her flush. And Mildred Burke, the champion, is hurt. June Byers backs her into the turnbuckle. And Burke can't get much done. Byers able to throw her out of the turnbuckle. And June Byers hits a bridging double toe hold on Mildred Burke. Burke in trouble here. Burke grabs the ropes. But Byers able to pull her closer to the center of the ring and reapply that bridging double toe hold. Burke is hurt as Byers breaks up the toe hold, only to hit a knee drive right into the head of Mildred Burke. Burke's in trouble here as Byers hits her with a big hip toss. Mildred Burke hits the mat but pops right back up. She's dazed, and Byers rushes in, flings her over with a monkey flip. Mildred Burke is hurt. And now June Byers with a hammer elbow drop on Mildred Burke, the champ. She's hurt by that elbow drop. And Byers reapplies that bridging double toe hold. And Burke able to break out. She tries to stand back up. But as she gets back to her feet, June Byers comes in again with that straight right hand. I think that this is going to be 6 or less. And with a roll of 6, that straight right hand catches her flush again. Mildred Burke dropped again. She's hurt. And Byers backs her into the turnbuckle. And this time, Mildred Burke able to press it around, or to roll around. And she hip tosses June Byers out of the turnbuckle and is in control of the match. Mildred Burke grinding face lock, choice F. So a level 3 move on 5 or less here. And with a roll of 8, she is unsuccessful. June Byers able to take control again. And Byers hits that hip toss. And Burke is hurt. Byers backs her into the buckle. And she's not able to get much done as the two ladies come out of the buckle. And Byers is quick to just move back in, planting another straight right hand, or attempting another straight right hand. And this time, Burke able to duck out of the way. And Mildred Burke avoids that straight right hand, takes control of the match, and blasts June Byers with a forearm uppercut. That forearm uppercut catches her solidly. She is hurt as Burke applies a hammerlock. Byers a little too quick, though, manages to go behind and apply a hammerlock of her own, and then force Burke into the turnbuckle. And Mildred Burke able to roll it around before they get there, and now June Byers rolling up the turnbuckle. And Byers rolling on level 2 offense here as she gets the better of it with a big elbow smash to the head in the turnbuckle. She's going to force Burke back into the turnbuckle. And another big elbow smash. And June Byers in control, hip tosses her out of the corner. And Mildred Burke hits the mat but rolls through and pops back up to her feet, quickly applying a hammerlock on June Byers. Byers able to move out of the way of that, or not move out of the way, but avoid the hammerlock here. Grabs a body slam here. And with the body slam, she's going to back her into the ropes after she slams her to the mat. No, she's going to back Burke into the ropes. And the referee steps in, breaks these two ladies up. They meet in the center of the ring, and June Byers once again in control of the match, backing Mildred Burke into the turnbuckle. And Burke can't get anything done as June Byers drop toe hold out of the corner. And Byers, with that Byers bridge after the drop toe hold, she's pinning Mildred Burke. The target is going to be 2. The roll is a 6. So Mildred Burke in trouble here. June Byers. Now June Byers with that pendulum backbreaker. This is her big finisher here. +2. And so the target is going to be 5. And the roll is a 6. So once again, Mildred Burke kicks out. And does not submit to the pendulum backbreaker. June Byers, though, with a big body vice on Mildred Burke. Burke is hurt. And Byers, again, throws that straight right hand. This is going to be 6 or less. And with a roll of 8, Mildred Burke able to roll out of the way, able to duck out of the way, and force Byers into the ropes. And Byers eats a knee lift on the ropes there. And Mildred Burke in control. Hammerlock on June Byers. But Byers able to go behind and apply a hammerlock of her own, wrenching it and forcing Burke to the mat. Then Byers drops a hammer elbow drop on Mildred Burke. Burke is hurt here. And another big hammer elbow drop on Mildred Burke. And Byers definitely in control here. She's going for the cover after that elbow. Target is 4. Roll is a 4. And we have a new World Women's Champion as June Byers has defeated Mildred Burke. And wow, Mildred Burke losing the title after a hammer elbow drop. And that would be I'm going to give that a 2.5-star match. Burke had 3 fatigue. Byers had 0 fatigue. And here we go. Wow. I was not expecting to see a title change there, but June Byers able to come in and take control of this one. Let's go look at the World's Women's title. It's going to be Byers now as the champion. Mildred Burke was the champion for 853 days. She had 6 defenses of the title, so about 4 years of being the champion. Or not 4 years, about 2 years of being the champion. And she finally lost it to June Byers. Mildred Burke definitely deserving of a rematch at some point, though. But maybe that'll shake up the women's division here. And here we go. That was our match. Let's take a look at our ratings here. And we have William Muldoon 20 and 1. I don't need to see his detailed stats. But Muldoon 20 and 1. Ed Lewis 20 and 7. Londo 17 and 7. Joe Stecker 15 and 8. And Alexander Aberg, 14-7, rounding out the top 5. Farmer Burns, 14-9. And there is our champion, Lou Thez, currently ranked 7th in the world, even though he's the world champion, just solely based on his record at 12-4. And of course, William Muldoon has been the champion forever, so. And that's going to do it for us today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a good Sunday, or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you later.